Hi everyone, and welcome to another live stream. Just waiting to see who pops in. Hopefully someone. I will drink my water until then. And of course, let everyone know that I am live. So let's see. I am live. YouTube channel. Hey! Someone joined. So happy. If you can join. Ryan's Movie Corner 4242. Hi, Brian. Ooh, a lot more people joined. Happy to have you. Just letting people know that I am live. Join. Okay. Well, I greedy. Hey, wonderful lady. I hope you're having a good day. I am actually. I'm having a very good day. Hope you're having a good day as well, Ike. Andres Ramos, what's up? Hey, bro. You know Andres. He reviews movies with me. I've seen him a few times. Also, my segment, Scary Things and Spicy Wings. Andres is the co-host. So, hi, Andres. Hope you're having an amazing day. Staying hydrated. And also, guys, I've plugged in my battery this time, so my computer won't just suddenly die like the last live stream. So sorry about that, but I'm only human. I agree. I'm having a good day. I'm watching From Beyond. Ooh, From Beyond. That is a good one. A really, really good one. Yeah, I think we discussed that when I was having my body horror live stream, but a very good movie. Great effects, and I mean, Barbara Crampton is so good in it. Brian, so just watched Lights Out from 2016 last night. Meh. Well, it is kind of meh. But have you seen the short film, which that movie is based on? It is really good. You can find it on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. But the short film is fantastic. So you should really watch it. And I recommend it to anyone. And I can show you what I bought this weekend. Not really horror, but I bought Agatha Harkness from WandaVision. So I was super happy to find her at Hemmakväll. And here we have all the other characters from this line. But yeah, I was super happy when I saw this pop figure at the Hemmakväll. So, Brian, I have not seen the short film. I will check it out. Yeah, you really should. And let me know your thoughts about it. Maybe you will like that one better than the movie. Yay, more people joined. Andres, it was always Agatha. That is such a great moment in the series. Have any of you seen WandaVision? And if so, let me know what you thought about this series. Yes, checking if anyone has seen my little post. Oh, yay. Heroic Waffles. Hey, you. Hey, you. Happy that you have joined me. Well, I'm wondering which horror movies did you watch this weekend? Please let me know. I didn't actually have time to watch a lot of movies, not as many as I planned. I did some other stuff, and I also saw Spiral, the new Saw film, at the cinema. And then I played a lot of Animal Crossing. Yeah, and I also watched X-Files because I've never seen it before. Like I saw maybe like a few scenes from an episode here and there when I was a kid, but I never really watched the entire thing. So I've just started from season 1, like 1 month ago. And now I'm working my way throughout the entire series. And I'm at season 2 right now. And I really, really like it. I think X-Files just gets better and better with each episode. Let's see, Heroic Waffles, Dawn of the Dead. Oh, was it the original one or was it the remake? And both are good. John H. Shelton. Hi, John. Are you still planning to train, Sarah? Sorry if it's not a horror question. What do you mean train? Like in which sense? Let's see, Heroic Waffles and Jaws. Well, Jaws is really good. Haven't seen Jaws in a long time, but yeah, I pretty recently saw Jaws 3D, which wasn't the most amazing film, but it was a film with very, very funny effects. Yeah. Heroic Waffles says the original. Well, then you had an awesome time. I recently saw the original when I did my review of it, so that was amazing to rewatch it as well. Crazy Clown, hi beautiful, hi Crazy Clown. Synth Lord, I watched Conjuring 3, didn't really like it. Okay, I haven't watched Conjuring 3 yet, but I will. Hopefully I can watch it this weekend, but I've heard so many bad things about it. I'm actually kind of shocked. But I saw the trailer when I went to the cinema and saw Spiral this weekend or last weekend, and I don't know. It looked like there were a lot of jump scares. It looked kind of predictable from the trailer. So I don't have high hopes at all. But I still want to see the movie, of course. John H. Shelton, exercise training, I mean. Exercise. Oh, when I read that, I thought you said like, when you have an exorcist do like, they exorcise you, all the demons from your body. Yeah, maybe I need some of that training. But yeah, like normal training, I will see. I used to go to the gym, but haven't been there for a while, but hopefully soon. Movie Collector Geek. Hi, watching your live stream whilst I'm at work. Love your videos, Sarah. Well, thank you so much. What kind of work do you do? Crazy Clown. Smash the like button, everyone. Yes, smash it like this. Pow! Okay, now don't smash your computers, but smash that like button. John H. Shelton. Most films are jump scares these days. Well, most Hollywood. Yeah, that is quite true. I mean, it gets a lot of audiences scared, so I get the idea behind the jump scares, but they are just so predictable nowadays. So predictable, and it's so boring. John H. Shelton liked. Thank you, John. Synthord. I also watched Hagazusa. Highly recommend. It's on Shudder. Okay, nice. Hagazusa. Oh, unfortunately, Shudder doesn't work in my country, in Sweden, which is really bad because I seen that they have like a lot of horror movies like that I want to watch, and also the selection is better than I think in Swedish Netflix. So I wish that they can open up Shudder here as well. But I haven't heard about Hagazusa. We'll add it to my watch list actually. So thank you so much. Let's see. Hagazusa. Okay, here it is. Okay, looks pretty interesting. Yeah, add it on my watch list. Thank you so much. Greedy. What do you think about the Insidious movies? Do you think they had predictable jump scares? Like the first Insidious movie is really amazing. And it was directed by James Wan. And I think that he is kind of a master in the jump scare, creepy atmosphere kind of section. And he does jump scares in a really good way, which most directors just don't do. I don't think his jump scares were that predictable. Like there were some scenes that was like, okay, now there will be a jump scare, but mostly he had like things just walk in the background, walk past you without much build up, and I really like. It's when everything kind of stops, goes quiet, and you can count down like 3, 2, 1, jump scare. But I think Insidious, he did a really good job, and I really like the first one. It's so good. So, what do you all think about the Insidious movies? And also, what do you think about Conjuring 3? If anyone else has seen the movie, please let me know, because I've only heard really bad things about it. I haven't even read anywhere like a super good review for it, or that anyone has been like, oh my god, this was amazing. So yeah, I'm like, I probably won't like it, but John H. Shelton or false scares, lol. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I will take a false scare over a jump scare, because I'll be like, oh, they didn't do a jump scare. It was just like, yeah, a false alarm. Okay, maybe that's better sometimes. Let's see here. But yeah, as I said, I watched Spiral, and I thought it was okay. It was an all right watch. Like, I do have a few problems with the movie, but there were some things that I did like about Spiral. But yeah, I'm not gonna go into deep about the movie here, because I don't know if everyone here has seen it, and I don't want to spoil anything. I will of course review all of the Saw movies, including the new one, at some point in the future. Just don't know yet when. But maybe for Halloween. But I've already selected the movies, and I mean, the Saw movies, there are 9 of them. So yeah. But I am doing a Friday the 13th marathon where I will review all of the 12 movies in one day. So I mean, I can review all of the Saw movies in one day, of course. But yeah, I just have to find a good timing. Brian's Movie Corner 4242. I saw the third Conjuring movie this weekend. Thought it was pretty good, though not as good as the first 2. Okay. Fun to know that we have someone that liked the new Conjuring movie. Maybe you can tell us what you liked about the film without spoiling it. That would be really amazing. Synth Lord, what is your favorite soundtrack? Well, I really like a lot of new horror movies. They have soundtracks which kind of sound like an 80s soundtrack, like with the synth and those kind of sounds, like It Follows. It Follows has an amazing, amazing soundtrack. But also, I really loved the soundtrack for The Strangers Pray at Night, the second film, even though they used like already existing songs, many from the 80s. So they did those songs already existed, so that they didn't create anything new with those songs, but they did have a few original theme pieces. But yeah, that soundtrack I really, really loved. And also, a lot of these Italian older movies have amazing soundtracks. I agree. I love the Insidious movies, and it's the only movies I don't watch at night. I haven't seen The Conjuring 3 yet, but I will eventually. Okay. And Ike also says Friday the 13th marathon. I love all the movies except Jason X. No, what is wrong with Jason X? I really like Jason X. I really did. And I think Jason X has the best kill in the entire franchise. The one with the head in the freezing liquid thingy, and then the smash. I think that was so good. I love it. I can watch it, like I rewatch it a lot. And I did like the concept, like Jason going to space, and then him becoming, this Jason 2.0, this Ultra Jason. Yeah. But of course, I will talk more about my opinions on all of those movies at the next Friday the 13th, which will be in August. So, like 2 more months, but it's coming, getting closer. So yeah, I have to rewatch them soon so I don't forget, and I have to record it. Yeah. And also my good friends David and Andres will review one Friday the 13th movie each with me. So that will be fun as well. Synth Lord. I love synth soundtracks. Well, you're the Synth Lord, so I wouldn't expect anything else. It Follows is excellent. I love John Carpenter. Yeah, I do as well. But yeah, It Follows just had that something extra special. I can still like hear the music in my head, and it's so good, so soothing. Yeah. Oh, and I hope you haven't missed my review that I dropped today. I reviewed Your Next, which is an amazing movie. And also, today I recorded some more home invasion reviews, and I think there was one review. I was like introducing the film, and I was just ready to talk about my opinions about the movie when I heard something downstairs, and I'm like, I'm alone except my cat, and my cat was in the room with me, and I heard something downstairs, and I think you will see in that video, like for a second, like I just go black and my eyes like turn that way, and I'm like thinking, is a home invasion going to happen now that I'm talking about a home invasion movie? Wow. But then I realized that it was probably just a mail, like coming through the mailbox. So yeah, that scared me. That scared me. Andres, hell yeah. Yeah, that would be fun, Andres. And you have to pick which one you want to review with me. Maybe you can comment which one you want to review here with me, so everyone will know. Hope you don't pick the same one as David. You know, he gets mad. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that was scary. Like unexpected mail coming through the mailbox. Oof. But I mean, that just shows you that you can get really paranoid talking about home invasions and thinking that a home invasion will happen in a minute. So yeah. Oh, and today was another warm day in Sweden. I think it will be like warm for a few weeks now, like super warm. And I don't really like this warm weather. I don't like cold weather. I like something in between. I like weather where I can wear a hoodie without it being too hot or too cold. That is my perfect weather. But yeah. But I have to be glad that it's not too cold at least. Yeah. So let's see what else I might have watched. Earlier today I watched Torso, the giallo slasher home invasion movie from 1973. And a review of that film will be up tomorrow. It might have been during that review where that mail came through the mailbox and scared me a little. So yeah. Fredrik Olsson, hej! Gillar du 101 films, 88 films eller Shameless? He asked me if I liked 101 films, 88 films, or Shameless. Yes, I do. I have a few 88 films and Shameless movies. Not a lot. Like, not as many as I have Arrow movies or Vinegar Syndrome movies. But I do like them. I like the Shameless covers or cases because they're, so yellow. They really stand out. And the 88 films also make really good covers. Dee's here. Hi, Dee. Hi, Sarah. So happy to have you here. See, Dee Macaulay, Dark History / Thunderstriker Films. So that is a good name. Cool name. I like that. Yeah, we're just talking about horror movies, any movies that we've seen lately, like this weekend, or any horror movie that you want to talk about. Yeah. Tommy McGee. Hello, everybody. Hi, Tommy. I'm happy to have you here. Yes. So, I was about to see which movies I've watched because I easily forget. I'm so happy that a Letterboxd exists. Otherwise, I don't know how I would remember everything. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, as I said, I saw Torso and I saw Spiral at the cinema yesterday. And then on Friday, I rewatched The Strangers. And I also recorded the review, so that will be up, but a bit later. So I have to record the review of The Strangers Pray at Night with David, so I can release them back to back. Let's see. Fredrik Olsson. Härligt, håller fullständigt med. Yeah, he agrees. I agree. Which Friday the 13th movie is your least favorite? It is actually Friday the 13th, part 5. Yeah, and if you've seen the film, you know exactly why. Because I felt kind of cheated when the end was revealed and the twist or whatever was revealed. I felt very cheated, so that is why. It was an okay film up until that point. Synth Lord. I just started watching Sweet Tooth. It's a new show on Netflix. It's not horror. It's based on a graphic novel. So far, so good. I have the graphic novel in my collection, actually, of Sweet Tooth. So when I saw that they would release it on Netflix, I was like, wait, that is that graphic novel that I bought really cheaply like many years ago. So I'm very excited about watching it. If you say so far so good, then I'm really looking forward to it. We'll definitely check out Sweet Tooth soon. But I have so many shows to watch. I mean, there are so many things to watch and not enough time. Do you agree? Tommy Mackie. Last one I watched was Drag Me to Hell. Oh, I really like Drag Me to Hell. I know a lot of people don't, but I really do. I think it's a really fun and good film. Dee Macaulay. I think every Nightmare on Elm Street sucks after the first one. First was a classic that could never be topped. Agree. I have to disagree. My favorite one is actually part 3. I think that was even better than the first one. But the first one is really good. But part 3 is probably my favorite. Bianca Michaela, what's your favorite Asian horror? Oh, there are so many. But one that always comes to mind is Ichi the Killer. It's so good. It's so bizarre. It's so good. I love the effects. I just love the craziness of it. Yeah. But then there are a lot of good Asian horror movies, like Meat Grinder is another fun one. Dream Home, so brutal and such good effects. Dee Macaulay, cool. Synth Lord, I like that you read comic books, graphic novels. Yeah, I used to read a lot of them when I was younger. Haven't really done that in a few years, except for Hack and Slash. I reread it, and it's so good. But I was actually out looking for some more comic books this weekend, but I didn't really find any that weren't like too pricey because they are expensive. Wow. Tommy Mickey Itchy is pretty crazy. Yeah, it is. I mean, the script and the story is just so crazy. Just you never know where it's going, and anything can happen. And I love that. And I love the character. What was his name? The one with was it Kikihara or Ikihara or something completely different. I don't remember now. But yeah, he had like cuts here, and when he was smoking, the smoke like came out from his cheeks. That's so funny. Like I laugh every time. Visited by Voices 1. Dream Home is awesome. Sick Nurses 2. Yeah, let me check if I've seen Sick Nurses. The name does ring a bell. Let's see. Sick Nurses. Oh, I haven't seen it, so I will add it to my watch list. Thank you so much. Let's see. Sick Nurses. Yeah, add it to my watch list. Thank you. Now I have even more stuff to watch, and that is awesome. Always looking for horror movies that I haven't seen to watch. Sometimes I'm having a difficult time finding. But of course, there are probably a lot of horror movies I haven't seen, but yeah. I'm drinking some more water. Yeah. So, do you have any plans on watching any more horror movies today? And if you do, which horror movies are you watching today? I can't decide if I'm going to watch a home invasion, any of those home invasion movies that I have to review, one of them today, or if I will watch something new today. I haven't decided yet. I mean, I love rewatching stuff and I love the home invasion subgenre, but I also love watching new stuff. Yeah, and I felt that I haven't really watched so many movies this last weekend because I was playing Animal Crossing and watching the X-Files, going to cinema, and yeah, taking like long walks. So yeah, but yeah, I need to start watching more movies again. Phil's creepy videos. Hi, Phil. Hey there, horror fans. Yes. Tommy McKee, have you ever watched Crawl or Die? It does ring a bell. Let me check. There we have Letterboxd. Crawl or die. Hello. Oh, there we have it. Yes, I have. And according to my Letterboxd, I didn't really like it. But I can't really remember a lot from it. Maybe I have to rewatch it. Do you think I should rewatch it? Should I give it another chance? Or do you agree with me that it wasn't that good? Phil's Creepy Corner. It's your creepy videos, sorry. It's your buddy Phil here. Happy to have you here, as always. Synth I know you like WandaVision. Do you like other superhero shows, movies? Yeah, I do. I really like the new Falcon show. And it was funny because I used to study film acting in Prague. And I saw a few people that I went to school with or knew who had like minor parts in the show. So that was super fun. I was very happy that it's going so well for them. But yeah, I really liked the Falcon show. I thought it was very good. And I'm looking forward to whatever they will put out next. But I do like some superhero movies. Like I think my favorite one is in the Marvel universe is probably Thor Ragnarok, because that was just something else. Super creative, super fun, and it's Taika Waititi, one of my favorite directors who I actually met, and I was in Prague because he was in Prague and he was talking about his project because he had an upcoming project. We were some parts were going to be filmed in Prague, so he was there, and they showed Thor Ragnarok on a screening in my school, Prague Film School, and then afterwards he held a Q&A. And then directly after he was finished, I just ran up to him. I'm like, oh my God, What We Do in Shadows is amazing. One of my favorite movies. And I was like, can I get a picture with you? He's like, okay, of course. So I took a picture and I gave him a copy of my movie that I made, Sarjad. And I was like, well, here, now you can have a piece of Sweden with you. So cheesy, I know, but I don't know. I just had to do it. And if he threw it away or if it's somewhere in New Zealand, I don't know. Bianca, Michaela, I'm watching a local horror called Impetigore. Oh, I've heard about that one, actually. I've been wanting to see it. So let me know what you think so far. Is it good or not good? But yeah, I think I have it on my watch list, actually. Now let's see. Impetigore. There we have it. Oh, yeah, it was already on my watch list, so I will definitely check that one out. And Phil's creepy videos. For home invasion, I'd watch Inside. Yeah, the Inside, the original, is so good. I reviewed that one when I did my Christmas Horror Madness, because it is also a Christmas movie, even though it doesn't revolve around Christmas, but it happens during Christmas. So that is why I included it in December. But the original is so good and the remake is so bad. But yeah, I mean, the effects, the crazy story, yeah, that was amazing. Dee Macaulay, horror with extra cheese, please. Yes. Yeah, we love cheesy horror movies. Bianca, you won't be disappointed. Okay. Then I will definitely try to check it out this week. Synth them. 2006 is a great home invasion film. Yes, it is. It was the first film I reviewed this month, actually. So just like a week ago or a few days ago, I reviewed that movie and uploaded it on my YouTube channel. But it is a very good film. Tommy Mickey. They are filming the second one here. I know the director and actress in it. My wife's going to be in the second one. I was just curious what you thought. Okay. Very cool to hear that your wife is going to be in the second one. Wow, impressive. Hopefully I will be able to watch it when it's finished. And Dee Macaulay. Christmas Horror, did you ever see Revenge? Yes, I watch it every year. It's so good. Revenge, if you don't know, you can find it on YouTube. It's about killer Christmas trees. It's about people chopping down, these trees and using them for Christmas, decorating. And the Christmas trees has had enough of this behavior. So, they turn on us, of course. And it's just really gory, really funny. They even have like the theme soundtrack from Cannibal Holocaust. So that is super funny. And Gory Bits, hello there. Hi, Gory Bits, happy to have you. And PR Puerto Rico Movie Wax, hi, happy to have you here as well. D. Macaulay, haha, it was so gory and funny. Yeah, I mean, I laugh a lot every time I rewatch Revenge, and it's so funny. Like, if someone that I know says they haven't watched Revenge, then I immediately watch that movie with them. I'm like, okay, you won't regret this. It's amazing. And killer Christmas trees, that you don't see that a lot. And this one is done with such humor so well. And yeah. So if you want to see Revenge, just type it in on YouTube and you can watch it. It will be worth your time. Definitely. Let me see how short it is. Revenge. And there we have it. 16 minutes. 16 minutes of pure awesomeness. Yes. And the poster is also great. If you want to find it on IMDb and check it out before you watch it, do so. Simpler Word. Also, I really like Hush by Mike Flanagan. Yeah, Hush was great as well. But I haven't seen it since it first came out, so I don't remember a lot from it. But I really want to rewatch it. PR Puerto Rico Movie Wax. I pick up on DVD spare parts. I don't know if it's a good movie, but I love the cover. Yeah. I mean, if I see a really awesome looking DVD cover, I will buy it no matter what, even if I don't know anything about the film. If it has a really interesting cover that speaks to me, then I will buy it. And a lot of times, a lot of horrible movies have really amazing covers. That is how they trick us. But it's okay. I love supporting the horror movie industry anyway. D. Macaulay. Demons 1 and 2 are awesome. Also on YouTube. I used to have the originals on VHS from our local rental store. Ooh, that is nice on VHS. Yeah, I only have them on DVD. I'm kind of jealous of, the box that Arrow just released with Demons 1 and 2. And I'm seeing people getting it. And I'm like, I just don't have the money for it yet. But maybe someday. Yeah. Gory Bits. Horror is the best. It sure is. I agree with you there. I think all of us can agree on that one. Let's see. But yeah, if any more of you have seen the new Spiral movie, the new Saw movie, please let me know what you think. Because I just saw it at the cinema last weekend, which was 2 days ago. D. Macaulay, are you working on any new horror movies? Like, I'm always writing screenplays and like rewriting old screenplays, but I'm not currently like working on anything, not as an actress or director. The pandemic really hit the industry, and not a lot of people are just doing anything here in Sweden. Like, not a lot, especially not a lot of horror stuff. A lot of people just have taken a break or are doing something really, really small, which doesn't require a lot of people and, the health guides and stuff like that. It has to be on set. And I can understand that. I had to put, everything that I did on hold just because it was just too big of, the productions were too big for everyone to be like safe, and yeah, I don't want anyone to get sick or anything like that. So I just put it on hold until the situation gets better. Pierre Puerto Rico movie Wax. I saw it too. Okay. Let's see. Bianca Michaela. From all the gore movies, tell me a scene disturbed you the most. Seen so many gore scenes, but I don't know really which one disturbed me the most. Maybe there's a movie called Atros, if you've seen it, and there's a scene in which the camera, or because a person is doing something kind of nasty to another person's butt, and the camera goes in, like, acts as that person, whatever doing, goes into the butt, and we see like the gore and horrible stuff that's going on inside. So that was quite disturbing, actually, from what I remember. I've only seen it once, so I don't really remember how long that scene is or exactly how graphic it was, but I think it was pretty graphic, and I've rarely seen like gore and the camera being used in that way. So that was very creative. Let's see. Visited by Voices 1. I liked Spiral quite a bit. My third favorite of the franchise. Okay. Exactly what did you like about Spiral? I'm just curious. Without spoiling it, what was like the best part? Let's see. Synth have you seen them? It's a French film from 2006. Yes, I just reviewed it on my YouTube a couple of days ago, and I really like it. So if you want to check out my review of them, just scroll down and you will find it. D. Macaulay, can't wait for the new Candyman. Just out of curiosity, I hope it's good. Yeah, I hope it's really good. From the look of the trailer, I got a really good feeling. So hopefully it will be really good. I really like the original Candyman. So high hopes. Pierre, Puerto Rico Movie Wax. I get the box set Donnie Darko. Okay, that is a really nice box set. I haven't gotten that box set, but I do have Donnie Darko. Anders Ramos. Spiral was meh. Saw films have a better script and picture. Yeah, I thought it was all right, but as I said before, I do have a few issues with the new Spiral movie, but I will talk about them later. Bianca Michaela, wow. Well, yeah, that was a pretty wow scene. Yeah, but if you're into gore and disturbing things, then you can check out Atros and you let me know what you think. A random horror. What time is it in Sweden? Right now, it's 7:40 p.m. So evening. Yeah. So I want to know, where are all you from? And what time is it wherever you are? Please let me know. I'm always curious, like, which country you're from. Visited by Voices 1. Keep your expectations check for Candyman. The screenplay has issues. Okay, I'm curious. How do you know that the screenplay has issues? Do you have so many inside information? Or have you maybe read something about it? D. Macaulay. I know you used to do MMA fighting, but what got you into horror movies? Was it a life, love, or more recent as a filmmaker? What first got me into horror movies was when I watched Halloween when I was 6 years old. I didn't know that it was called a horror movie or anything like that, but it really started my fascination for movies, like darker films. So from that, I started watching not like hardcore gore horror movies, but some lighter horror movies. And then when I was 11, 12, I started watching like slasher movies. That was my go-to subgenre. And then from there, I just watched like whatever was the most goriest and nastiest horror movie considered back then. But I've always loved horror movies ever since I was 6 years old. Random horror. So you're an hour in front. I'm in the UK. Ah, yeah. Well, yeah, nice. Yes, an hour ahead of you. Bianca Michaela. I love Ingmar Bergman. Yeah, I do love some of his movies. I love that Bergman actually, I think he wrote the first rape revenge movie, Vargtimmen, but it wasn't like a horror movie, but it is like Last House on the Left is kind of almost an exact copy of the format of the formula. Yeah. So he kind of started it. So that was very like interesting to know that he started that genre without, I think, having the intent of starting that kind of a subgenre. Pierre, Puerto Rico, or no, it wasn't Vargtimmen. Sorry, it's called Jungfrukällan, the Virgin Springs. Yes. Pierre Puerto Rico movie wax. What do you think of the movie The Mortuary Collection? Guess I got it on Blu-ray. I haven't actually watched The Mortuary Collection yet, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. So I think you should definitely check it out. But it's awesome that you got it on Blu-ray. Bianca Michaela, I'm from Indonesia and it's 0:42 a.m. here. Oh, so it's quite late. Okay, but happy to have you here. So good that you could make it. Horror with Haas. I'm from the US. It is almost 1 p.m. here. Oh, okay. Maybe you're at work or doing something completely else, but happy to have you here, Horror with Haas. Dee McCully, I'm in Canada, 1:42 p.m. Okay. Okay, nice. PR Puerto Rico movie wax. I'm from Puerto Rico, but I live at Virginia. St. Lord. I'm from the US. It is about 1:45. Nice. Visited by Voices 1. New Jersey, 1:42 p.m. And yes, I've read it. Random horror. So which funny games do you prefer? Because they're shot and done in English. I prefer the original one. But I haven't seen both of them in such a long time. But I do prefer the older one. I just remember, I don't know, it feels more like raw and authentic in a way that the remake just didn't. But the remake wasn't that bad, but it doesn't pack the same punch as the original did. Dee McCully, Green Inferno, Eli Roth, gory and made me laugh movie, not for the characters though. Yeah, I actually really liked Green Inferno, the Roth movie. I thought it had good gore. I liked the script. Didn't like all the characters, but it doesn't matter in a film like that. But yeah, I've seen it a couple of times and I really like it. I mean, it isn't as some of the kind of older cannibal films from the 70s and 80s, but I think it was pretty decent. Brevin, hi Brevin. Brevin's Flicks and Games. Sarah, what's your favorite slasher? Mine is the original Halloween. Yeah, I really like Halloween, the original one, but I also love Blood Rage. I mean, Blood Rage is just amazing. But Halloween, is of course more of a classic. But Blood Rage just is so creative. Love the story. The gore is insanely good, and it has a really fast pace throughout the entire film. It just doesn't stop. Random horror. They are both done by the same director and 10 years apart. Yeah, I know. And at first I was like, why would he remake his own film? Like exactly shot by shot. What is because I don't know the story behind why he did it. But yeah, so when I first saw that he did it, it felt a bit weird to me. But yeah, maybe he had his reasons. Maybe he wanted to fix something that he thought was not working in the original. I don't really know. So if anyone knows, please let me know. Random horror. In Green Inferno, the trade Eli Roth had, he showed them Cannibal Holocaust to them. Yeah, I read that. Eli Roth gathered the tribe that was living there. I don't think, if I'm not mistaken, they hadn't seen a movie before or something like that. So he showed them Cannibal Holocaust, and yeah, and they actually thought that it was a comedy. They were laughing, and yeah. So wow, what a first movie to watch. Brevin's Flicks and Games. My favorite film with insane amounts of gore are the Evil Dead movies, mostly the first two. Yeah, Evil Dead movies are awesome, and my favorite one is Evil Dead 2. That is my favorite Evil Dead movie. I like that the comedy has a huge role in that one, which it really didn't in the first one. It had a few funny moments, but Evil Dead 2 really put on the dark humor and comedies. So I just love it, and the effects are amazing. And Bruce Campbell, amazing. Dee McCully, I gotta go, but I shared a live video on Facebook and sent your message with a surprise. Hope you like it. Well, thank you, Dee. It was a real pleasure. Hope you will join me for my next live stream. So thank you so much, and I will read your message. Random horror, maybe you want a wider audience. Maybe. I mean, that would make sense. Random horror. The Exorcist to me is a comedy. Yeah, it's funny how different people can watch the same film, but one can take it as a comedy and another can be really scared by it. But that's the fun in movies, like how we each can perceive them in different way. Bianca, Michaela, what happened to Sam Raimi? Random horror. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen a lot from him lately. I'll just make a check here. Sam Raimi. What is going on? See y'all. There we have it. Okay. Yeah, he did, direct some of the episodes in Ash versus Evil Dead, and something called The Black Giandola, a short film, and then also 3 episodes in 50 States of Fright. Okay. Nice. Brevens Flicks and Games. Speaking of Sam Raimi's films, his most underrated, in my opinion, is Darkman, a good superhero film with a good mix of horror elements and a great performance from Liam Neeson. Yeah, I saw Darkman a while ago, a few years ago, but I enjoyed it. It was good. PR, Puerto Rico Movie Wax. I bought today online the movie Sleepaway Camp on Blu-ray. Cool cover too. Yeah. Sleepaway Camp, the first one is really good. And I also enjoy the second and the third one as well. But the first one is really good. So if you haven't seen Sleepaway Camp, then you have something to look forward to. Hope you will like it. And I also reviewed all of them when I reviewed Slasherary movies from the 80s in January. So if you want to check out my reviews of all 3 movies, you can just scroll way down. Bianca Michaela. No, I meant, why can't he make another good stuff like Evil Dead? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I would want that as well. But at least he did something with Ash versus Evil Dead, so we got something from him. But it would be cool if he made something similar with Evil Dead, or something just as good. Random horror. I don't know. The last film I know of that he had an involvement in, yeah, it was the Evil Dead and Ash versus the Evil Dead. Yeah. PR Puerto Rico Movie Wax. Nice. Brevens Flicks and Games. What do you think of John Carpenter's The Thing? The Thing is amazing. Really love The Thing. I mean, every scene is like perfection, and all the effects are so amazingly well done. I mean, I'm really, really impressed, and they are so creative. Like, each parasite kill or whatever is so unique and has a different, unique look. And there are just so many memorable and iconic moments from that movie that it is really a perfect film, in my opinion. And the performances are really good. So good. Well acted. Yeah. And even the dog was amazing. The dog was super good. Everyone did a really good acting job. Horror thoughts. I just rewatched The Thing last night. Oh, well, that's nice. That's awesome. Then you have it really fresh in your memory. Bianca Michaela. His recent movie was Unholy, and yeah, it was laughable. Oh, haven't seen Unholy yet, but I heard some mixed things about it. But yeah, I will check it out when it will be in the cinema. Brevens Flicks and Games. What I miss from horror films are werewolves. Have people forgotten how amazing they were? My favorite werewolf film is An American Werewolf in London. Yeah, there are a few, or maybe not a few, but there are really good werewolf movies. Like one recent one is Late Phases. That was really good. Where the main character, he's like an older blind man. Yeah, and he has to battle werewolves. Yeah, very interesting concept and really good execution. And also Howl. Howl was really good. Also quite a recent one. But An American Werewolf is a really good movie. Like, the transformation scene in that one is one of the best transformation scenes I've watched, just because it's so painful, but not just physically, but like emotionally also. Random horror. I do like how The Thing prequel carries on into John Carpenter's. Yeah, me too. Like when they explained like how some stuff in John Carpenter's The Thing was there. Yeah, like I think there was like an axe or something stuck in the wall or door, whatever. I haven't seen it in a while, but they kind of explained that thing. So I'm really happy that they really thought about the details. Andres Ramos, love the thing. Everything is great in that. Yes, I agree with you, Andres. I agree. Bianca Michaela, Werewolves, huh? The Company of Wolves was my favorite. Yeah, that is a really good film. Haven't seen it in a long time. But whenever I will review werewolf movies, I will definitely review Company of Werewolves. Revan's flicks and games. I know I love horror films, but as for video games, do you have some love for Resident Evil? Like I like the first Resident Evil, but I really don't like any other of the Resident Evil movies. But I think I enjoy the games way more. But I haven't played any Resident Evil for a lot of years, so I don't really remember a lot. Anders Ramos' best wolf movie is Dog Soldiers. I love that film. Yeah, Dog Soldiers is really good, but I haven't seen that film in such a long time. But I really have to. I have to rewatch it. Random horror. You know, in Yorkshire, where I'm from, if a stranger walks into a pub and everyone stop what they're doing and looks at them, we call that the American werewolf, even if the stranger is an American. Well, I can understand that. I mean, that happens in so many movies. That is like a classic horror cliche. But maybe not just in horror movies, but you know, when you're a foreigner or you're a stranger, you walk into a pub or a restaurant or a place, whatever, everyone just looks at you like, what are you doing here? such a cliche moment. But yeah, in that one, that is also one of the scenes I remember. But it's really funny that you would call it that. Random horror, and it has happened on rare occasions. Random horror. I love Dog Soldiers. Pierre, Puerto Rican movie wax. What was your first movie you bought for the collection? Honestly, I can't remember. I started collecting when I was 12. That was 2 decades ago, so it's almost 20 years ago. I'm still 31, not 32, but I will be 32 at the end of the year. But I just don't remember exactly which movie was the first one. It's too long ago. But probably some slasher movie, because I was really into slasher movies when I was 12 years, and I honestly just bought whatever I could find in our stores. Like we had stores that would sell, food and supplies like that, and then they had a section where they would have like cheap horror movies. You could buy 3 for like $10. So I bought whatever I could find in that bin whenever I was there. Yeah, and some were pretty horrible, but some were actually good. Brevon's Flicks and Games. I highly recommend the remake of Resident Evil 2. Great graphics and creepy as hell. Trust me when I tell you it's worth checking out. Okay. Random horror. You're 32 at the end of the year. I turned 32 years 2 days ago. Well, happy belated birthday. Did you watch any particular movie to celebrate, or what did you do for your birthday? Yes, I will be 32. Bianca Michaela, my favorite horror game is Fatal Frame. That game made me shit my pants. Okay, I haven't checked out the game yet, but if it is as scary as you're saying that it is, then I really should. Random horror, are you a Libra? No, I am a Scorpio. Yes. Revan's Flicks and Games. What honestly got me to love horror films as a kid was the classic Universal monster film, which I watched with my grandfather as a kid. Yeah, I can understand that. Those are quite, if you're a kid, those are quite cozy horror movies. And yeah, do you remember like which classic Universal monster film you watched first? Pierre Puerto Rico movie X. Okay. Mine was Tommy Boy. Ah, okay. Pierre Puerto Rico movie X. I'm 29. Okay, so almost 30. You're almost in the 30 club. Yeah. Let me just hydrate. Oof. Random horror, thanks. And I had a barbecue, some friends and family, girlfriend over. I recently watched The Conjuring 3 the night before. Okay. Nice. And what did you think about The Conjuring, the third one? Bremen's Flicks and Games. Also, I really appreciate you collaborating with me on both Blade and Alien. I love you sharing your thoughts on those films, and I think the first of the classic I watched was Dracula. Okay, nice. Yeah, it's fun collaborating with you. Uh, if I have the time, then of course I will review whatever movie you want to review. Dracula, that's a really good one. I think my first Universal classic was probably Frankenstein. Yeah, and then The Mummy. Yeah. So both Boris Karloff, and I really, really like them both. It's so good, especially The Mummy. I remember there was one scene, I think it's in the beginning or something, that just made me laugh hysterically. I can't remember what it is now, but I remember just laughing hysterically. Like, this is so hilarious, but I just don't remember what it is. Bianca Michaela, Cold Light of Day. Was it neat? It was okay. It wasn't. I was expecting something else from the movie, to be honest. But I thought it was okay. It's worth a watch. But yeah, a lot of people have been disappointed from what I've been told. Pierre Puerto Rican Movie X. I got Dracula on 4K. That's nice. Really nice. Random Horror. Wasn't as good as the first two, but all right enough. I reviewed yesterday and posted a ranking of the Conjuring Universe movies today. Yeah, I will definitely check that out. But yeah, I haven't heard so many good things about Conjuring 3, unfortunately. Revan's Flicks and Games. Frankenstein, I remember, gave me nightmares, but one from the 50s that was nightmare-inducing was the original House on Haunted Hill, starring Vincent Price. Yeah, that is also a good one, a really good one. But I haven't seen it in such a long time. But yeah, Frankenstein actually gave my mom nightmares. She remembers watching it, and then she was like afraid of being home alone because she thought that Frankenstein's monster would come and get her. Yeah, with that scene with the girl. Yeah, she was so scared of Frankenstein's monster. Yes. Okay, let's see what else I've been maybe watching or playing. Brevland's Flicks and Games. A Quiet Place Part 2 is probably the best film I've seen so far. I'll have a review very soon. Also, I'm excited for the new Candyman on Halloween. Yeah, I haven't seen A Quiet Place Part 2 yet, but I am planning on doing it probably next week in the cinema, but I'm super excited. I've heard like nothing but good things about it. So I'm really, really hoping that it is good. It looks good. Random Horror. If the MCU was done in old Hollywood, Vincent Price would be Doctor Strange. Oh, he would for sure. Yes, that would be fun to see. Like who would play which character if it was done in old Hollywood. Yeah, but he would. Yeah, he would be a really good Doctor Strange. Random Horror. And if Doctor Who was a US show, Vincent Price would have been the third Doctor. I have to say, I know of Doctor Who, the show, but I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, as I said, there are just so many shows I'm behind on because when I was younger, I mostly only watched movies, like horror, all movies, but most horror movies. I never watched a lot of TV shows, so I got very behind on watching TV shows, and I'm just making it up now. So I'm watching more TV shows now, and now I'm starting to watch less movies. So I have a bit of anxiety about that. I'm like, have to watch more movies again. Bianca Michaela, I haven't watched Frankenstein till this day because I watched a movie called The Spirit of the Beehive. I don't know if I've heard of that. Let me see. The Spirit of the... Okay, there we have it. Oh, it's on my watch list. Yeah. Oh. Okay, now I understand your comment. I was like, why wouldn't you watch Frankenstein? But no, yeah, I because it says here in 1940, after watching and being traumatized by the movie Frankenstein in 1931, a sensitive 7-year-old girl living in a small Spanish village drifts into her own fantasy world. Sounds very nice. But yeah, I would very much like to see that film just to see, yeah, like they talk about how the movie traumatized people, and it would be very interesting to watch. And Brevin Flicks and Games. Is your favorite Christmas film The Nightmare Before Christmas? I think my favorite Christmas movie. This is very weird, but it, it is a Norwegian, very brutal horror gore movie called Christmas Cruelty, or in Norwegian, O Heilige Jul. Uh, but that is probably my favorite one. But I mean, if you're not into disturbing and gory movies, then you probably won't like that film. But if you are, and you're looking for something different, then you should check it out. But Nightmare Before Christmas is one of my favorite movies as well. I love it. It's so good. I consider it to be both a Christmas and Halloween movie. Like a lot of people have like a divided opinion and like strong opinions about it being either a Halloween or a Christmas movie. But I consider, like, why not both? What do you think? Video tasties. Have you seen The Haunting 1963 and 1999 remake? Yes, I've seen both of them. But I remember The Haunting remake was not that good, but the original was very good, in my opinion. Bianca Michaela and how that movie traumatized people. Yeah, I really want to check that film out now. So thank you for the tip. Random horror. My favorite Christmas movie is Home Alone. I watch it every year. Oh, and Die Hard Yellow, the festive action. Yeah, Home Alone is a fun movie, and I really liked on Netflix they have a show called The Movies That Made Us, and they in each episode they talk about each specific film that we watched as kids, most of us, and then like how that film was made and everything that went behind the scenes and just the story of how that film came to be. And they also did one on Nightmare Before Christmas, and it's a really good show, and I recommend it. Let's see, Chiquis Glitters. Hi, Sarah. Hi, happy to have you here. Here, Puerto Rico movie wax. You like the box set of Jason? Oh, you mean the newest release with the huge one? I mean, I've seen a lot of people getting it. I'm super jealous. My box set is nearly as gorgeous as that one, but someday maybe I can get that one as well. But I really want to. Revan's Flicks and Games. The best Christmas horror film, in my opinion, is Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, which is so bad, but it's hilarious at the same time. Wow, it's interesting that you're writing Part 2. But yeah, the first movie is really good, in my opinion. The second movie, I think it was okay. It just had too many like scenes from the first movie. It felt like the Part 2 movie was too short, and they're like, we have to fill it up with something. They're like, let's just fill it up with half of the first movie. So yeah, I think that was they could have kept that thing a bit shorter and maybe add something else. But I mean, Garbage Day is a fantastic line, and yeah. And I'm horrible. Yeah, consider A Nightmare for Christmas both a Halloween and Christmas movie. I watch it at Halloween and Christmas and in between. Yeah, why not? Of course. Visited by Voices One. The Haunting remake was an insult to the glorious memory of Shirley Jackson, Despicable. Yeah, it was quite bad. Video tasties. Yeah, the original was scary, sound-based horror, and the remake was a CGI mess. Yes, I agree. Puerto Rico movie wax. Every time when I get out of work, I go hunting for a movie. Well, that is amazing. That is awesome. I wish I could do that every day. But I mostly do my shopping for movies online now. I always like save up some money and wait for when Arrow is having their sales, or Vinegar Syndrome, or if I can find some cheap movies from the Swedish websites that I order from, because there just aren't a lot of stores in Sweden that sell physical media anymore. There are a few, but not as it used to be. When I was younger, a teenager, I would find like stores with DVD and Blu-ray movies all the time, and it was so nice. But now they are closing down one by one. It's so sad. So I have to do my shopping online for movies mostly. Random horror garbage day, yes. Revan's flicks and games. My biggest guilty pleasure is mostly Van Helsing since I was a kid. Oh, I haven't seen Van Helsing in such a long time. But I remember it being quite bad. But I can understand that it would be a guilty pleasure. I completely understand. Random horror. I love Van Helsing. It's a great movie. Okay. Here we have some more love for Van Helsing. That's nice. Chiquis Gutierrez. The first 8 Friday the 13th movies are gonna get re-released in new box set. Okay. Do you know the reason for it? Because no, they just released them. So, Synth Hamilton Book Online is a great place to buy cheap DVDs, Blu-rays. Okay, I will see. Video tastes. Will Blu-rays be the last physical media you own? I mean, I always thought that they would like come up with something even that's even better or has better resolution or whatever than Blu-ray. So in my mind, I was always thinking that a Blu-ray would become like DVDs are now. But I'm thinking, what could they possibly come up with? But I'm not good with like that kind of technical stuff, so I don't know. I will check out the Hamilton book online. Let's see. Hamilton. There we have it. Let's see. Random horror. Well, I best be off. Good talk. Oh, good having you here. As always, hope you will join me for my live stream tomorrow, maybe, when I talk about home invasion movies and true crimes. But bye. Cheeky Gutierrez. I don't know, but it's a red case with Jason on the front. Okay. Interesting. I wonder how much that will cost, because I know the other version was quite expensive, for me at least. Yeah, for me at least. But yeah, oh, I just recently bought a lot of movies from Vinegar Syndrome. Did you also buy some movies from the sale, maybe? I will read what I ordered from the lists I got here. Let's see. Yeah, I just ordered it like last weekend because they had a sale from the 28th of May until the 31st of May. And I bought, I think, 11 movies. So that was quite expensive. But let's see. I got Spookies. The Killing Kind. Haven't seen it. Pandemonium. Whodunit, aka Island of Blood. Haven't seen it either. Nightmare Sisters. Have checked that out. Fun film. Dark Tower. Raw Force. Massage Parlor Murders. Haven't seen it, but that was quite cheap, so I just had to have it. Pigs. Haven't seen it. Jack Frost. The horror Jack Frost, with the killer snowman. Yeah, have seen it. Tammy and the T-Rex. That I have seen, and I really, really like it. But yeah, that is quite expensive. So my budget was like, okay, I can only spend like $50 on this Vinegar sale to maybe get like 2 or 3 movies tops. And then I bought 11 movies and spent over like $200. And I'm like, no, I'm poor. Like buying DVDs and movies is not a cheap hobby. It's expensive. Let's see, Synth Lord. No, already read that one. Sorry. Blu-ray Scott. What's your favorite Argento movie? Mine's Opera. I love your channel. I love Wilson. Well, thank you so much. And my favorite Argento movie is actually my favorite movie of all time. It is Suspiria from 1977. That is my favorite movie of all time. I just love it. I've seen it like at least 50 times. But yes, I will also be doing a Argento theme on my YouTube channel, but that will be later this year in November, because my birthday is in November, so that will be my birthday month, and that is all Argento all month. But yeah, Suspiria is my favorite. But I love so many of his movies, and opera is amazing. Chiquis Gutierrez, have you seen Psycho Gorman? I watched it yesterday. Oof, yes. I really love Psycho Gorman, and I will review it soon, actually, on my channel. But Psycho Gorman is fantastic. Visited by Voices 1, Who Done It, aka Island of Blood, is a favorite from my youth. Not good, but awesome. Reviewed it enthusiastically on my channel, probably to the audience complete bewilderment. Well, I have to check that out. But yeah, I haven't seen Who Done It. I just saw the cover. I'm like, I have to check this out, of course. But I can understand you with meaning not good, but awesome. Like some movies are so bad or done in such a way that they become like great, like entertaining, and just, yeah, puts a smile on our faces. Let's see. PR Puerto Rico Movie Wax. You see the movie Stay Alive? Yes, I've seen it. Well, when did it come out? Oh, that's my cat, I hope. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear that, but that sounded a little heavy for my cat, but maybe that was my cat. JD, is that you? JD? Yeah, hopefully. That is the second like home invasion paranoia scare I've had today. Oh, I have to stop. But as I was saying, yes, I've seen movie Stay Alive. I think it came out in, what was it, 2006 or something like that. Let me just check. Stay Alive. Yes, 2006. And I think it was an enjoyable film. Like any movie that deals with Elizabeth Bathory and her story, I am always interested in watching. Yes. Sense Lord, I love the soundtracks to Argento's movies. Yeah. I mean, Goblin to Suspiria is great. Oh, I know what that was now. It was my cat coming down the stairs into the kitchen without me noticing and eating. She's here eating now. Oh. Yes. But yeah, Goblin is, I mean, you know that opening to Suspiria when you hear Goblin music and the girl is running, and yeah, it's so good. So I agree. The soundtracks to his movies are always great. Especially he is one of the few who can really mix like metal music and horror and make it work so well. Let me just hydrate. Yes, so let me know, what are some of the movies you're mostly looking forward to watching? Yeah, I really look forward to watching Halloween Kills. Really want to see how that one will turn out. Yes, and I love Michael Myers, so yeah, he's probably one of my favorite like villains. So that is why. Saint Lord, I saw a Goblin perform live. It was amazing. Oh, I'm so jealous. Would have loved to see Goblin perform live. That must have been amazing. Like just the sounds and the vibrations and just hearing everything. Wow. Really, really jealous. Let's see. What will I go into? Letterboxd. Oh, and let's see, what do I have planned to watch tomorrow? It depends on what I'm watching today. Maybe I will watch something new today and rewatch some home invasion movie tomorrow. Yeah, probably. It's really fun rewatching them or rewatching any horror movies, because before I never rewatched movies except Suspiria. I just wanted to watch new movies all the time because I had a goal when I was younger to reach 10,000 movies. So I always wanted to just watch new films all the time, never rewatch anything. And now that I'm doing all of these reviews, and they only review stuff that I have in my collection, and I've watched them all, so I have to rewatch them. And I've never rewatched so many movies as I have during the last 6 months since I started my channel. So it's crazy. It's rare that I ever see new movies. I rewatch movies more often than watch new movies. It's crazy. Cheekies, isn't Texas Chainsaw Massacre gonna get released in October? I don't know exactly when it will be released, but I heard something about a new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, hopefully. If it wasn't like one of those fan movies, maybe. But hopefully it is like a real Texas Chainsaw continuation or something like that. Synth Lord, I also saw John Carpenter perform live. Oh, that is also super nice. Wow. And where was this? Where did you see John Carpenter and where did you see Goblin? Really want to know. Yes. And of course, I will also be playing some Animal Crossing today. I have to fish some fishies. Yeah. Build my house and stuff like that. So much fun. I never thought that I would be like obsessed with Animal Crossing, but I am. It's amazing. Like who would have thought that fishing would be so much fun, or collecting shells, or whatever. Synth Lord in Detroit, Michigan. Oh, okay, nice. Just checking to see what my cat does. Judy, where did you go? Oh, she isn't even here anymore. No, she just does as she pleases. Cheeky's Gutierrez. I can't wait for Terrifier 2 this October. Of course, Terrifier 2. I'm so pumped up for it. I mean, I saw the teaser trailer. It looks super good. And I mean, I love the first film. And I will review it in September. And I just can't wait for the second one. I mean, Damien Leone has promised us more gore. I know he will deliver on this. And have you heard that it will be roughly 2 hours or something like that? Yeah, I think the first cut was 2.5 hours or something like that. But he said it will probably maybe cut down to 2, maybe. But it will be a longer movie. But if it's filled with gore, then it's fine. It can be 2 hours. I will never get bored watching Art the Clown. No. So what do you think? Are you looking forward to Terrifier 2 as well? Or is it just me and Cheekies? So please let us know. Yes. Cheekies, yes, over 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah, so it will be long, but I think it will be worth it. Yeah. So, and I also want to thank all of you for joining me today. It has been fun. I will stay on for a little while longer, so you can just type anything horror related. And I will try to do my best and answer. I wish my cat could be here, like she was in some of these Scary Things and Spicy Wings episodes. But yeah. Horror with Haas. Yes, I'm looking forward to Terrifier 2. Awesome. That's nice to have more art fans. Yes. Okay, staying hydrated. Okay. Did any of you buy anything from that Vinegar Syndrome sale? Because I think they got so many orders that it will take a while to get the movies. Because when I ordered the first time from Vinegar, like a month and a half, 2 months ago, then I got my movies in like 1 week. They were here, like super fast. But now I don't think they have it even shipped, and I can understand because I mean they probably got in so many orders that yeah. But I'm hoping they will be here soon so I can show you in an unboxing video and start watching them. Cheekies, did you see the picture of Cheekies yesterday with her teeth sticking out? Yeah, I saw the pictures. They were super cute. Yes, they were. Aw. Just trying to see if I can post a picture here or something of my cat, but no, I'm not technical enough to know anything about anything. So yeah. John Bell, vampires or werewolves, and favorite film of both. Okay, vampires. I think I prefer like vampire movies, but werewolf movies are also good. But my favorite vampire film has has to be the original Fright Night. I just love that film. I saw it when I was 12, and I just kept on rewatching it. I really love everything about that film, and Evil Ed is one of my favorite characters ever. But I also love Nosferatu from 1922. So good. Max Schreck as Count Orlok, like probably my favorite vampire. And favorite werewolf movie. I really like Cemetery Gates. It's like a kind of a werewolf, big dog or whatever hybrid. But I really like Cemetery Gates. But Late Phases also good, and An American Werewolf in London is super good as well. Modest Moongazer. Hello, hi. Horror with Haas. I bought a slipcover for a movie that I already have. Unfortunately, the Vinegar Syndrome sale happened before my payday, so I didn't have as much to spend. Oh no, I know that feeling. Like once you want to buy something, but you don't have the money, and then they have a sale right before you get the money. It's so frustrating. But hopefully they will have another sale when you will be able to buy some. Modest Moongazer, beautiful hair. Thank you so much. And found you from a share from John. Oh, John is so wonderful. And thank you so much for joining my live stream. Pierre, Puerto Rico, Movie Wax. I watched something like 3 movies in one day. Yeah, like before I used to watch maybe like 5 movies in a day. I was just constantly watching movies because I just wanted to reach that 10,000 movies watched. And I reached it like 2 weeks ago. And yeah, now I don't feel that much pressure to like watch 5 movies a day, but I still try to watch 1 or 2 each day. But now I'm watching more TV series, so that is taking up some time as well. And as I said, Animal Crossing is also taking up some time. John Bell, excellent choice. You're so cool, Brewster. Yes, oh, you're so cool, Brewster. It's so much funny. And when he has that wig on and he takes it off, he's like, "Your dinner's in the oven." Oh, I love all of his lines. Stephen Jeffries did such an amazing job. Yes. Modest Moongazer, glad to be here. Cheekies, Gutierrez, how do you feel about the Puppet Master franchise? I really like the first Puppet Master, and then I've seen them, but I kind of mix them all together. I don't have any clear picture from either of the sequels except the latest one, which was directed by a friend of mine. One of the directors, there were I think 3, but Sonny Laguna, and I think he did such an amazing job, and he has done a lot of really good, in my opinion, horror movies here in Sweden. So I understand that he got that job to direct the latest Puppet Master, the Third Reich, with Barbara Crampton. So good. John Bell, have you seen Shadow of the Vampire based on Nosferatu? Yes, I have, but a long time ago. Don't really remember a lot from it, but I think I enjoyed it. Modest Moon is it here? Yes. Well, happy to have you all here, of course. Yeah, I just figured I had some time over. I'm not doing anything special right now. Earlier, as I said, I saw Torso, cleaned my house, not working today. So I'm like, well, why not have a little spontaneous live stream, just chat with you about anything horror. Yeah. And then tomorrow I will watch maybe 1 or 2 movies, go to work, and then right after I come home from work, I will have my live stream where the topic will be home invasion movies and some true crime cases based on some of those movies. So I'm really looking forward to it. Modest Moongaze, I went to see the new It. And what did you think about it? I really like the older It from 1990, the 3-hour version one. Really like it. So what do you think? John Bell, you're doing a great job. Well, thank you so much. I think this is my, is it 6th stream or something? So I'm starting to get, comfortable doing this alone, because I was saying to you guys earlier that me and my best friend Jasmine Martinez, we have this channel called Bitches of Horror, And we have been reviewing horror movies for like 5 years, but due to what's going on in the world now, we haven't been able to review anything for over a year, like get together and properly review. So that channel, like we haven't uploaded anything. We only have our older reviews, and that's why I started my own channel by reviewing horror movies from my own collection. So because I miss reviewing horror movies. And we used to do a live stream on Bitches of Horror every New Year. So like a special New Year's live stream, me and Jasmine together. So this is the first time I've been doing these live streams alone. So on my first live stream, I was very afraid. I was like, well, now I don't have Jasmine to talk to, like to, if I don't say anything, maybe she will say something and I will be like, oh yeah, nah, I know what to say. But yeah, I think I'm starting to get more comfortable now. Let's see. Modest Moon Gazer. Haven't seen it yet. Okay. Cheeky's Gutierrez. I heard something about a fourth Jeepers Creepers coming out. Yeah, I did too. But I haven't heard anything more since then. Modest Moon Gazer. I went to see that one too. John Bell. I've been watching them after finding you on Instagram. Oh, nice. Well, that's awesome. So thank you so much for watching them. Yes. Okay. Wow, almost doing this for 90 minutes today. Wow. They're like getting longer and longer, it seems, but it's fun. And it's still light outside here in Sweden. Usually when I've done my live streams, like the first 4, I did them right after work. I finished at 10 p.m. and then I came home at like 11:30 p.m. and then at 12 I started my live stream. So that was quite late for me. And then I did them until like 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m. But that's really fun as well. And I will be doing exactly that tomorrow. But since I had some time now, I wanted to do an earlier one. Saint Lord. Saint Maud was one of the best horror movies that I have seen lately. Yeah, Saint Maud was pretty good, actually. That was the last movie that I managed to watch in the cinema last year, actually, in November. Yeah, and now I saw Spiral, the new Saw movie, in the cinema. So this Saw movie was the first movie in the cinema this year, now in June. So almost like 7 months, 6-7 months. So yeah, I used to go to the movies like all the time, like 2-3 times a week, at least before. So it was weird not going to the cinema. It's super weird. And last year I only went like on the rare occasion when I knew there would be like very few people, etc. So, but it was fun being back in the cinema, buying the expensive popcorn and soda. Really missed that. Yeah. So have you managed to go to the cinema yet this year, or have you maybe seen already several movies at cinema, or are you still not wanting to go to the cinema? And either is fine. Well, let me know. Okay. Let's see what else I have watched lately. Oh yeah, always a fun watch. I rewatched One Cut of the Dead. And I reviewed it on my YouTube channel last month, and I did the zombie month. And it always makes me like smile. It's such a good film. And even though we have so many zombie movies already, One Cut of the Dead manages to really put a new spin on things and really bring something fresh and new to the zombie genre, which is really hard to do now. But that movie is just so good. I was so pleasantly surprised when I watched it at cinema when it first came out. So if you've seen it, please let me know your thoughts about the film. You can also check out my review, of course. Just scroll down a little bit. Yes. Oh. But yeah, I mean, it has been fun, really fun hanging out with you, and just it's fun that you're so engaged and commenting with me and discussing with me. So thank you. John Bell, are you a fan of the old Universal monster movies with Bela Lugosi and Boris Karloff? So, which one is your favorite? Yes, I love them. I think they are all really good. I really like the Invisible Man. That was definitely one of my favorite ones. I really like the story, how it played out, and yeah. But I really like Boris Karloff, both as Frankenstein's monster and as the mummy. But I have to say, the Invisible Man and Frankenstein and the Mummy are like my top three. But Creature from the Black Lagoon also amazing. Bride of Frankenstein is really good as well. Dracula is good. I mean, they are all good in their own way. But those three I mentioned first are like my top three, probably. Which ones do you like the most? Please let me know. But I think Boris Karloff just did such a good job. With all that makeup, he was still acting so well through it, like with his eyes and expressions. And even though he wasn't saying much, you could still kind of tell what he was thinking and feeling. And he just played that part of the monster so well. He really did. Yeah. Nothing but good memories while watching Frankenstein. And I also love watching every Christmas. Me and my mom, we always watch Young Frankenstein, the Mel Brooks parody of the Frankenstein movies. And I just love that movie to death. It's such a good comedy movie, and it does such a great job of parodying the Frankenstein movies so well. John Bell, I completely agree with your choices. Invisible Man is definitely my favorite. Yeah, it's surprising how good it is. Really is. John Bell, Gene Wilder, haha. Yeah, and also Marty Feldman. I mean, Igor. He's probably one of my favorite characters ever. I really love him. Oh, when he goes like, "Oh, we can do something about your hump," and he's like, "What hump?" And then it switches. Yeah, so his hump is living his own life. So good. Yeah, and Gene Wilder is so funny, and just everyone does such a good job in that film. The humor is on point. The jokes are on point. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. John Bell is laughing. That's good. That's good. At first, like my mom, she hadn't actually seen Young Frankenstein before I did. So I was like, let's watch Young Frankenstein. It's so good. And I turned on the film. It was like black and white. And she's like, oh, what is this movie? It's going to be boring. I don't know why, because she's used to black and white movies. But I don't know. She probably thought it would be boring, but then she like fell in love with the film. She's like, oh my God, this is hilarious. I'm like, yes. Cheekies, wasn't the Collector 3 supposed to come out? I heard that something happened, that they aren't going to make it, or it's put on hold or something. I don't know exactly what, but it was supposed to happen, but I don't know. Put on hold so far, I guess. But yeah, I was kind of looking forward to Collector 3 as well, even though I have to rewatch the first two and give them a second chance, because I don't know why, but I didn't really like them. But I don't know why, because they are supposed to be movies that I love. I love those kind of movies. So I have to rewatch them and give them a second chance. Maybe I will change my mind completely, as I do with a lot of movies. But I was also looking forward to watching the third one, and that was why I was wanting to rewatch the first two Collector movies. But yeah, we will see when that will happen now. But if anyone has any more information about what happened to Collector 3, please let us know. But yeah, now it's been over 90 minutes, so I will be leaving in just a short while. Cheekies, the first one's better than the second one. Okay. I don't really remember much, but I will take your word for it. But I will rewatch them. Okay, so if anyone doesn't have any more to comment or to discuss, then I just want to thank you for being with me today. And remember, please tune in to my live stream tomorrow. We'll talk about home invasion movies and true crime cases based on some of those home invasion movies. So it will be fun, I hope. But thank you all for being here. and I will go and watch a movie or play some Animal Crossing now and eat some snacks. So thank you so much, and have an amazing evening and day or night. Bye.